Hello, good afternoon, Libra. I'm here today to do a different thing than I used to do. I used to do a lot of tarot readings. Today I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do astrological reading with three moments in time. I'm going to analyze how the skies are for you. And this is an analytic interpretation of the maps. I will choose three moments in time. The 10th of January, today is the 22nd of January and the 2nd of February. These three marks, I will analyze the planets, the houses, and what is going on mainly, and it has to do also with you and how influences your own energy. This is mainly for those who have an energy, sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mercury, Mars, also the head of the dragon, which is mostly known as the North Node, and Kirian in Libra. Okay, those who have generally energy of Libra and have more Libra energy with the collocation of the planets than other energies, this is for you. Okay, this interpretation is mainly for you. Okay. So let's begin our presentation. So, Firm 7 House Workshop, Foundations of Knowledge of Otherness as Instrument of Partnership. As always, the main theme here has to do with individuality and affirmation of our own identity towards others, okay? Still, we are mirroring in the first stage, but next we are going to impose our own way of thinking and of being. So let's begin with the first map. And this is a map of the 10th day of January. As you see, most planets are in Capricorn. We have 4 planets in Capricorn, 2 planets in Sagittarius, 2 planets in Pisces, 2 positions, the Kirian and the North Node in Aries, and we have 2 planets in Taurus, okay? Basically the second, third, and fourth house basic shops, and we have the fifth, the sixth, and the seventh relation shops. So your shop is with 2 planets in Taurus, which also a Venus partner, and it has the energy. Venus is ruled by Sagittarius, which is an expansive and at the same time a transformative, but more than transformative, and a more open, its openness that we have in expansion in the sense of being open to different cultures, different ways of thinking, higher studies, new ways of also communicating, because we have Mercury also here, a more elaborate way of speaking with others and communicating with others, but also knowing new cultures, new values, and understanding and accepting them. Okay, so also the idea of expansion. Okay, expansion by the resources, because this is house too, has to do with resources, with incomes, with everything that has to do with getting more materiality. Okay. At the same time, we have at your own shop, which is the firm, we have the regent of Sagittarius, which is the planet Jupiter, and also we have Uranus, okay, which is the regent of Aquarius. So at this moment, Aquarius, your own energy, which is Libra, and Gemini, which are all air energy, were a bit dominated by the other energies, because we have here earthly energy, we have fiery energy, and we have waterly energy. So you don't have air energy, okay? So this means that communication was not the strongest point at the 10th of January. Also, you have here some concerning situations towards communication, because in the third house, which is the house of the press, of the editor, of everything related with communication and information, also the media, they are being held by Capricorn, which you know is the regent and is ruled by Saturn, which is the old god, which is the father of gods, and it has this paternalistic role in the energies of the planets. And Saturn, which is always very restrictive, he rules governments and public institutions, and also is the energy of restraint, of being exigent, of demanding of others and of himself. So it's a very tough energy, and he is the ruler of Capricorn. Okay, and the Sun in Capricorn, Pluto here, also two energies of fighting. Okay, because Pluto is the regent of Scorpio, and also Scorpio is ruled by Mars, co-ruled by Mars, and Aries is ruled by Mars. And these energies, which are very aggressive ones, are being held by Capricorn. And it means that at this moment in time, press was retaining also the feelings of people, because Moon is ruler of the fourth house, where we have Saturn. So we have here a combined energy of Pisces and Saturn, in Capricorn, which ruled by Saturn, but these combined energies of Pisces and Capricorn that are trying to hold these energies in order to avoid confrontancy from this Venus in Sagittarius, this Uranus in Taurus, and this planet, which is basically Neptune in Pisces in the fifth house. So the seventh house, the fifth house, and the second house are being held by the third one. So the finance world, the firms and partnerships worlds, and the stage, the way we interact with others, is being controlled by energies of revenue and economic stability, of expansion of ideas, of integration, and also of what we have in the Middle East, and this is very clear, the idea of religion that is portrayed in order to implicate some kind of control, okay, because we have Saturn here. So this control, this idea of the mist of being in God's hands at the same time, this is divine controlling energy of ruling through God and through religion, is being defied by Aquarius. Okay, so Aquarius is going to defy everything, and that's exactly what is happening today. Okay, if we look to the map of today, today day, the 22 of January, we already have the Sun and Pluto in Aquarius. Okay, so at the same time, the communication that was held by Sagittarius is now held by Capricorn. So we change from a perspective of expansive communication to a restrictive one in order to hold this confrontation that is happening. The idea to hold the confrontation is basically because this position that is still in the fifth house, the house of the stage, and which is Neptune in Pisces in the fifth house, and that is this aura of the dominion of religion, is in clear confrontation with the moon in Gemini, because people are manifesting, and this is in the eighth house, which is the house of the therapist, the house of the me and the other, the house of Scorpio. And this house is being dominated by communication, by Gemini, and this moon is somehow being confrontive and being against this Venus in Sagittarius. At the same time, the reason why we have this triangulation with an opposition and two quadratures has to do with this planet here, because this idea of personified peace under religion is no longer abiding. Okay, there are a lot of tensions, and if we look to the Middle East, that's exactly what is happening. So this is not a very good reading for Libra, because Libra holds two values of tenacity, but also of harmony, of everyone getting together. And if you have that in the tent, now you don't have that. You have communication, and that's also an important mark of Libra, but you have a lot of confrontations based in different ways of seeing the reality. And if you have, for instance, in your own house, this idea of resources are important because you have Uranus in Taurus, which is transforming the way people relate as partnerships in societies. At the same time, also this idea of expansion of this way of relating is in confrontation with the way people feel with this moon in Gemini in the 8th house. Also, this is opposed to these values of expansion, of integration of everyone. And this is against the idea that everyone is together. So capitalism and consumism is being threatened here in a very strong way. And the way to save this way of being, this American way of being, is being solved by Pluto, and also the menace of Pluto, and also by making the communication and the energy of fighting, of war, under control of politics, by and through media and communication. Okay, this is basically what's happening today. What is going to happen in the 2nd of February is a change in the way people manifest themselves. If we had this moon in the 8th house in Gemini, which was basically communicating the feeling, now we have resentment, and also we have the idea of spirituality being held here, because we have moon in Scorpio in the 12th house, and is making some kind of opposition to this expansionist idea in the 6th house of labor, based on Taurus Jupiter. Okay, and this opposition from the moon to Jupiter is the main theme. Okay, also oppositions to these positions here held by Capricorn, and we are talking about Mars. We are also talking about the communication, Mercury, which are both in Capricorn, also with the Venus, which is in Capricorn, but these two, which are the war machine, and at the same time the hypocrisy, the political and functional hypocrisy of politics, is being defied by this moon in Scorpio. So spirituality is fighting with these two energies that are holding the establishments, okay, the energy of Capricorn. At the same time, Saturn and in here we have the regent of Pisces, which is Neptune. So Neptune and Saturn, both in Pisces in the 4th house, are making the solidarity. So we have a change. Religion is not a factor of dividing people, but unifying them. So the sense that we need to cope with each other, try to understand each other, and doing so, embrace others, are bringing some kind of peace. But at the same time, the establishment is not liking this change, because this brings again the idea of religion and of politics being held and dominated by religion. But that's from the 10th day till today, the Saturn is in Pisces, okay, and in the fourth house. So it's a house of trauma, of working on our own relation with God. So religion is basically in the basis, okay? So this is a bit what is happening. It's not a very good equilibrium or a good scale, but it's what's happening, and it's what is going to be the main themes for these coming weeks, okay? So see you on February, okay?